Warren, you know what I've got here?
What do you have there?
I have the Apollo 7252 that we used on. It looks a little bit like it might shock moths or insects in your garden, but this thing, if I recall, that beautiful string sound that we got in this room,
absolutely,
it is a great deal of it is because of this.
Absolutely.
And it just is amazing. Horns too, remember?
Everything. Tom Scott.
Incredible. You take this up, Statue of Liberty.
Yeah, I mean, you don't get much better than Tom Scott when it comes to horns. And
right.
He brought down a beautiful bunch of players that were phenomenal, who probably played on pretty much everything that anybody's ever heard or loved that has horns on it.
Right.
And I believe we did the horns first.
It was Duke Ellington's section. Oh, no. Count Basie.
And yeah, I mean, we always record with a bloom line, and then we
used to record with a clothesline. And this is better.
This is Abbott and Costello. But yeah, anyway, so we use bloom lines and ribbons. You know, you don't get much truer or I don't know, more beautiful sounding, especially in this room out here, which is huge.
Very silky.
Very silky. And yeah, so we love bloom lines, and this lovely company Sontronics has gone out and created a ribbon bloom line. I mean, you don't get much better than that. And it was phenomenal. We used it on the horns, and we used it on Aerosmith's new record, and we also used it on all of the strings that we recorded, and it just made the rooms come alive.
It's very unique.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I don't know anybody else that makes one, so
no, it's super
incredibly
cool.
unique.
Thanks. We have some more mics.
Next.
Rolling.
Oh, I thought no, it isn't. You know, the thing about Sontronics is that they make very unusual looking mic. Now this another ribbon, and both Warren and I love ribbons, and in particular we love ribbons on guitar amps to give you that extra thick bottom that nothing else can give you. And this we used on Joe Perry's combo.
Yeah, on all the combos in the Remington. No, this was a beautiful mic. I think the reason why we went to this and we shot out a lot of different microphones, and the reason why we stuck with this
ribbon mics.
Ribbon mics, yeah, and we stuck with this one is because I think when we were doing it, when we did we had a fuzz tone split signal into a Neve that we were overdriving direct. And then to blend a combo in, we needed something that was going to do the opposite of a sawtooth. We needed something with a silky smooth top end, and that's why we went with this.
And also handled the level quite well.
It did actually handle
nice.
it pretty well.
We didn't have to put it 3 feet away from the thing, but it must be quite an amazing ribbon in there.
Yeah,
to handle that.
Definitely, it was definitely right on the edge. It was loud.
Yeah.
But it was beautiful.
But it was so simple to take that edge off. It's just back up, just like an inch, and you're in business. Very nice mic. I love the logo.
I know, isn't it amazing?
This is just really good. What's the model number of this?
The Delta. The Delta.
Very nice.
Yeah, very beautiful. Yeah, the mics are really stunning.
And this takes Phantom, yes?
Yep, 48 volts.
Yeah. Interesting mic. Again, another fabulously shaped and sounding microphone.
Beautiful. Next.
Rolling.
Now this DM1B, you know, the thing that's nice about a 47, a FET 47, is that it goes well on a bass cabinet.
Absolutely.
In front of the 15. I know you've been using them for years, and so have I, but they're just not that easy to come by. Now, you know, we have a few. We have a beautiful 48, and we have a very nice 47 clone that's quite nice, made by another manufacturer. And but we didn't have anything that would do the job on bass, and this was just it was that sound again of that 47 FET sound. I didn't, you know, this was hidden from me. I didn't even know it was in there because it was.
Yeah, the way we record, because the way we record is we have a single 15. Which is mic'd by this particular mic, and then we have another cab the other side of it, which is another 15-inch speaker, which we use to mic the other 15-inch speaker. It's not a new idea, stole it from Jeff Emmerich. somebody who's a lot smarter than I am, obviously. I believe he used an 18, didn't he? An 18 and an 18 on tax.
He probably did it by accident.
Yeah. So as part of our multiple input that we used on the bass, we had
This is Tom Hamilton's bass.
Oh, Tom Hamilton's bass, yeah, absolutely. You know what I always love about microphones that have 47 FET characteristic that come close is it just seems like a much smarter way of going, because as much as we love FET 47s, they go for like $6,000 to $10,000, which is insane because they're not a particularly rare microphone. So when somebody comes along and makes something that sounds almost, if not as good as that, at a fraction of the cost like these, I love it, because, you know, who wants to pay $6,000 or $7,000?
No.
You know what I mean?
That was $599.99. No,
no, I can't remember what the retail on these are, but it's a fraction
of the
cost.
affordable.
Very affordable and an amazing sounding microphone. We didn't use it on the outside kick, I don't believe, but I imagine with how good it was on a bass amp, it would be great on the outside of the kick mic, just like a FET would as well. Beautiful mic.
Yes.
DM1B by
You know,
Sontronics.
they're very sturdy. I mean,
oh yeah.
When you're holding something really substantial when you feel this. This is not a lightweight, folks. Make sure you have a pretty good stand.
Hair is designed by a bunch of limeys like myself.
Really?
Yeah. So.
Figures.
Okay, rolling.
I have one. You have one?
I know. Matched pair.
Stereo matched pair. And you know, we tried these on piano, and did they work?
Great.
They worked great, and they're very versatile. I would like to try one. You know, we haven't broken the pair up. They get so sad when they're apart. They live in that box together. But and we use them on anything that you might want to use a stereo pair of anything on, which is quite a few things. But look at the amount of control that you have. The two roll-offs are in perfect places, and then 0 to 20 dB pad.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I mean, we've got to try it on acoustic guitar. We haven't. Again, a very substantial piece of gear. This is the STC-1S.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, very flexible. I mean, obviously hi-hats, overheads, pianos. We didn't try it as a stereo pair on acoustic guitar, but with a 150 roll-off, probably beautiful on acoustics as well. And you got, yeah, as Jack was saying, 2 levels of pad at -10 and -20, so you'd handle a very loud drummer as well at -20. So yeah, again,
overheads.
Overheads, yeah. Again, from what I can tell, I don't know the retail price off the top of my head, but I know that these are pretty astounding sounding mics for the price. Good work.
Yeah, nice work, guys. Really, Sontronics, nice stuff.
Beautiful stuff.
This is a moth catcher. The moth. This little thing in here lights up, and the moth comes around, flies, and then he drops dead. And the interesting thing about this mic is that you can do 2 moths at the same time, stereo moths. And then you can plug it in, you can run electricity through here, and you can hear the moth when he hits this, and he actually makes a little sound that sounds something like this. That's why we like this. It's very sensitive. Come on, let's do this!